Hey everybody, welcome to the Film Pigs on GeekNation. We're the best thing on the internet that is not Michael Keaton putting away his acceptance speech, sadly, at the Oscars.
I have Batman money.
I'm gonna cry.
Good job, Eddie Redmayne. Good job. My name is Stephen Falk. I'm your host this week. Todd Robert Anderson is right behind me. Hello. Steve Skelton is to my left. We're going to start, as you should, by eating a little popcorn.
Oh, I love popcorn.
Popcorn, liquid, gold. That's so good. It reminds me that we should jump into our first section, which is rash judgments. Now, you're gonna look at your calendar for tomorrow night, for Friday, and go.
It's a Google Calendar, maybe an iCal.
Maybe, and you're gonna go, oh man, I gotta take my special someone to the movies.
I know.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see something crappy.
No,
Not with your special someone.
No, they may.
Not at these prices.
Exactly. So, who do you turn to? You can turn to all manner of internet things, dumb, internet stupid. You could watch some like Today Show where some talking head tries to say he's tired, he's bored, he doesn't care. He's in the pocket of the fat cats.
I hate those
We're
guys.
not. You turn to us. You turn to us, also on the internet, which I slandered earlier, but we're the good internet, and we tell you if you should see the movies based on nothing but our own dickish instincts, because we are not insiders, we're not fat cats, we haven't seen the movies, we haven't really read the scripts, we haven't read much
I'm slightly
about them.
overweight, but I'm not a cat.
No, you're not a cat. And then you're gonna know where you should take your special lady or fella, or puppet. I don't
puppet
care.
or anything.
I don't care. We don't judge.
I don't
Todd, do a rash. What do you got?
All right. You know how sometimes it's daytime?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you realize the next day you got a hot sex date?
Oh, hell yeah.
And
all
then
the time.
And you look at your belly and you're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I'm out of shape. What do you do, guys?
You just keep the lights out and bend them over.
No, you run all night to burn off the fat. You run all night. That's my rash judgment, is for run all night. This is a movie with Liam Neeson.
He's trying to have sex?
No. That was just my lead in. That was my weird segue.
I didn't know about this movie until yesterday. I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's Liam Neeson and Ed Harris.
Yeah.
You got me. I'm on board 100% already.
Yeah, exactly.
You can just stop.
Yeah, I don't know why I should keep going, but I'll make it brief. Liam Neeson is a hitman, and Ed Harris is a mob head, a family mob head. And Liam Neeson finds out that Ed Harris's son is going to kill his son.
No.
So what does he do? He kills Ed Harris's son. Guess what that does?
It makes Ed Harris so mad.
It makes Ed Harris fucking mad. Turns out when you shoot a kid that belongs to another dude, that dude gets fucking mad. He's mad. So
that
he
was
says,
his cum that made that baby.
yeah, it's his cum.
Ed Harris's cum baby.
It's his cum baby. So he says, you killed my cum baby.
We're gonna get in trouble.
I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna kill your cum baby. So he makes his whole fucking life about killing Liam Neeson's cum baby. Liam Neeson says, fuck, I gotta help my cum baby. So he helps his cum baby. And it's like a fight between Liam Neeson and Ed Harris. And I think Common's in it or something. Who cares? It's Liam Neeson and Ed Harris fighting for fucking an hour and 45 minutes. This is the only movie that has mattered in America since John Wick. See this movie. Run all night. See it.
All right. That's a rousing thumbs up for cum baby. Protect my cum baby.
Protect my cum baby.
Skeleton, what do you have for the people?
Speaking of cum babies, my rash judgment is for Cinderella. It's a live action version of the classic Cinderella story, greenlit no doubt by the Disney accounting department, who must have calculated in a spreadsheet doing a live action version would possibly generate more revenue than just releasing the cartoon again.
Right.
Well, didn't Maleficent made money?
Yeah, exactly. It's on the heels of
Yeah.
Maleficent. So it's the next in the series. Now, it's directed by Kenneth Branagh, who brought us Thor.
The first one.
Yeah, the first Thor. I don't know why Thor's not in this movie, but
He also brought you Frankenstein, starring Robert De
De
Niro.
Niro's Frankenstein. So, that's a little... things balance out. The universe will balance out. Now, what's
Henry
great?
V, dead again.
What's
you know,
great about Cinderella is it's populated by a lot of British actors being whispery British, according to the trailers. So Cinderella, Cinderella, British Cinderella. And then, of course, Helena Bonham Carter is the fairy godmother. Little too on the nose, I think, probably.
Yeah.
Cinderella, see her on all night.
All right.
All right.
There you have it.
There
No
you go.
Cinderella. We're sticking with Liam Neeson so far. What do you got, Steve?
Do you like sexually transmitted diseases?
Who doesn't?
I love him.
Do you like teens and early 20-somethings in peril?
Sure.
Can't get enough.
And you're gonna like It Follows.
Oh.
This is a movie about a bunch of teens or 20. I'll just call them teens because it's a funnier word. A bunch of teens, and there's a serial killer.
What?
Yeah, but it's sort of one of those serial killers like that Denzel Washington and John Goodman movie.
Fallen.
Like
Fallen.
The Fallen.
Oh, where he
it
switches
can-
from body to
it can go into different.
Is
on
on
my
my
Yeah, it can go into different
Don't sing anymore.
bodies. Go to different bodies, and it's transmitted through fucking. So here's what happens. So let's say I got the boogans that follows.
The Boogans.
Yeah, I gotta fuck someone, and then I gotta go. Hey, sorry I fucked you. Now it's gonna follow you, and I'm free. And then that person's like, well, fuck, I gotta fuck someone else. And the thing takes different shapes.
Sounds like the third act at Kids.
And it just follows you, and it just walks. Like it could be an old lady.
Is that all it does?
Could be some dude. It just walks and then it kills you.
Oh, that's not good.
And it's in Detroit, and it went to Cannes, and it has some like underground some horror cred, because there's fucking and it's rated R, and it's kind of an original idea. I guess, yeah, sure, I guess. There's a little bit of Final Destination.
It's like a haunted house movie, but it's your junk that gets
It's
haunted.
your junk that gets
Haunted
haunted junk.
It's like
So,
an AIDS allegory.
if you want to see haunted junk, then go see It Follows. It could be all right. It's rated R. There's fucking and tweens.
Todd will get the
teens.
Todd will get the Blu-ray.
I'll get the Blu-ray. You guys can come over to my house when the Blu-ray comes
All right. Well, that was 2 thumbs up-ish. Well, one really, one kind of, and then one no.
Because I added my thumb to his thumb.
That's true. So that's 2 thumbs. So we're gonna. That was Rash Judgments. And now, you guys, these 3 people, we have passions. We have passions for fishing.
Yeah.
We love fishing.
We love handheld video games.
Love those.
Yep.
We love parking regulations.
Those are really
Because
important.
otherwise, it's just parking anarchy.
Yeah, it's
You gotta keep
pandemonium.
the city moving. We love the movies.
Oh, we do.
And so, we're gonna now give you a little insight into movies that we thought were not gonna be good. Yeah, we went and saw them anyway.
Yeah.
This is true, this is real. But that turned out, wow, that was pretty awesome.
Wait a second.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was lied to. I was slandered. I was misinformed.
Yeah.
The marketing was bad. Whatever. There's a lot of reasons that movies look bad that turn out to be good. And these are going to be 3 examples. Right now, Todd, what do we do now?
Oh,
It's in the pocket, in your hunting pocket. Oh, he's gonna.
roll it!
Well, so this we're going to sit down here and talk about what I just explained.
Yes.
Movies that
I thought you explained it really well.
thank you.
It was very clear and concise.
Yeah,
You guys are already being
I
dicks.
understood what we were getting
Okay.
into.
All right. Well, this is a movie that we thought we had not really a lot of expectations for, right?
Yeah.
But that turned
Yeah.
out to be quite good when we
Yes.
saw it. Skelton, what movie did you pick for this?
For me, I picked because now we're in the era of the comic book movie.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
I
sure.
went with a comic book movie. Year 2000, X-Men. First
right.
Bryan Singer X-Men movie. And this was like just a few years after the end of the Joel Schumacher Batman silliness that had killed that franchise.
George Clooney.
Nipples. Nobody.
Yes.
I mean, so really Singer with that first X-Men movie reset expectations about what a comic book movie could be, which is what it all is now. Because at the time, the X-Men were their A-listers. Spider-Man and X-Men were their A-list comic
But
book
you
guys.
thought X-Men would suck.
I thought it would suck because coming off the Schumacher era, it was like comic book movies are garbage. They're
Sure.
terrible, and and being a big X-Men comic book geek, I
were
never
like,
in a million years
thought
thought
it would
I would
be
like
good.
this movie.
Yeah.
And I was really surprised at, first off, how well and kind of grounded Singer made the world, made it believable. The casting, for the most part, with a couple of glaring exceptions, was really good.
Champion.
Yeah, in the sense of Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen.
Halle Berry.
As
Halle Berry.
yeah, but Stewart and McKellen
Jampy.
as kind of the anchors of the thematic
Yeah.
anchors of the series.
And then Wolverine.
And then Hugh Jackman, who came out of nowhere, was unknown
that
at the
made it.
time.
Made it.
And people
Made him a
remember
big-
the comic book
big-time-
nerds were like, Wolverine, he's too tall. Like, yeah, but he's good. He actually he did the character.
Yeah.
What's the guy with the little?
Cyclops.
That
James-
guy's a big zero.
James Marsden, but he was great in Sex Drive.
That's true.
Well, he's funny.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
very
he's
funny,
hilarious.
but
Not very-
he didn't quite. But despite those issues, I thought I think David Hayter, I believe, wrote the script, the first one. I thought what was also very effective was to make the movie, they stripped out from the lore of the X-Men comic books the really important elements of the characters, and stripped it down and got rid of the stuff that was too difficult or too convoluted to explain.
So it towed the really hard line to hit with comic book movies, that it pleased the geeks and then it pleased those who had no
A broader
idea
audience,
about
that didn't know the comic book. Yeah, so
All
That's
right,
great.
That was it.
X-Men,
That's
the
great.
original
X-Men.
2000. Todd, what about you?
Well, Steve, when we were at NYU
Wow.
together,
Yeah.
That's a long time
back
ago.
in the early '90s,
Yikes.
I one night a friend of mine and I, not you, another friend, I had two. He said, "Hey, let's go to the movies." I was like, "Hey, you know what I want to see? Reality Bites." Because all the critics were saying this defines a generation. I really wanted to see it. So we went to this multiplex and we wanted to see Reality Bites. But it was sold out.
What?
It was sold out. So we'd come all this way and we were like, well, let's just go see the one movie that's not sold out. And that movie was Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. With the white guy from Living Color.
Yeah.
And we thought, well, this is going to be garbage.
Right.
But, we'll have fun making fun of it and all that stuff. And we went in, we sat down. It was kind of a half full house in an entire multiplex of sold out stuff. And the movie started, and it was so silly. And I looked at him and said, "This is so stupid." And he said, "You're right." And then from that moment on, we were dying laughing through the whole movie.
Yeah.
And this movie, critically speaking, maybe it's not a great movie, but the lead performance of Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective is so wonderfully, lovingly absurd that we couldn't stop laughing. I was in tears the whole time.
I remember what struck me about seeing that movie was that I don't think in the entire movie there's one straight line reading
No.
from Jim Carrey.
No.
I don't.
Yeah.
Any line he puts a weird spin on.
Yeah.
Well, and what I loved sort of in retrospect about the movie is everybody else in that movie is essentially the straight man.
Right.
All the supporting characters are straight men to his ludicrousness.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it just really killed me. It killed me.
But it was like it was Carrey took all of the absurdness he had been doing on In Living Color and just ratcheted it up.
Yeah, and I think it's a really great performance.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
All right, those are both good suggestions. Mine is a movie called Big Hero 6, which just won the Oscar for Best Animated Feature.
Sure.
To me, It did not look good. I think it was hampered by the comic book, which is sort of a lesser-known Marvel.
It's a Marvel property.
Property.
Yep.
The title, Big Hero 6, it's about this group of people, but really they were focusing on this robot, so you didn't really know what the title meant. It didn't really mean anything, so it sort of got lost in the middle, and it didn't really have some strong marketing. I didn't know what it was, really. And when I went and saw the movie, you know, I knew Disney Animation had a spotty record, even after Lasseter has taken it over.
It's improved, but it's still...
It's improved, but they haven't quite proven themselves. Frozen was its own thing. But then, I can't remember what was right before. The Candy movie, which I liked a lot, Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
But then Frozen was, people loved it, it wasn't for me, you know. So, but I went and saw it because I trust the Lasseter brain trust of storytelling.
Yeah.
Because it is of the Pixar movies, Cars and well, Planes doesn't count, Cars not included, it is the strongest lineage of screenplays in any studios put out.
Yeah.
In a row.
It's pretty scary, actually.
I'm with you. I went to see it because my son wanted to see it, and I thought, at best, this is going to be a mediocre affair. That's sort of what I was on board for.
Yeah.
And then, you know, by the end, I was weeping.
I mean, the Lasseter brain trust really knows how to hit all the buttons, and not only does it look great, it's always next level animation. I always go, oh my God, this looks so good.
Well, just the microbot swarm stuff was...
Oh God, but it has
spectacular.
just an amazing But the casting is kind of amazing at that company. I would never think Sarah Silverman and John C. Reilly would be great, but they were in Wreck-It Ralph. Sarah Silverman was amazing, I thought. And Scott Adsit from 30 Rock, I would never think that he would be so fantastic.
Baymax.
He's great, but what this movie does so well is it hits all the, it's emotionally manipulative, but in a way that works, that gets you.
Yeah.
And then it has...
It does have the Disney stops of this guy who you love dies.
Yeah. It does that.
A Bambi
no spoiler,
situation.
But it looks great. Then it has great action. It has really a fun group of side characters.
Well, and it does a world building. It creates its own world.
San Francisco and Tokyo mixed
mashup, and they make that work.
Even though this was not an original script, it was based on a property. It felt very original, and I really appreciated it, and it kept me firmly a Disney/Pixar, but Lasseter believer. Big Hero 6, really worth seeing.
Yeah.
That's a fun movie. I liked it.
That's a segment.
Those were good. That felt good.
All right. Well,
wow.
Look, guys, sometimes low expectations make for the best payoff.
Yeah.
And
Also, I mean, I don't want to interrupt, but
You
talking to you guys, like in those chairs, like we did,
Yeah, we should.
I love that. I love talking to
It
you.
was so nice to sit and talk in chairs.
Listen,
As opposed to standing.
Yeah. No, this year has been spectacular so far. We're rolling right into the third month with just some really, really stellar shows.
Yeah, boy, 2015's been so good.
So good.
Well, we've nailed every
show.
fucking show.
Look, I'm just going to toast us.
Oh, we gotta do this, yeah.
I'm going to toast you, the viewer. I'm going to toast Parker.
Parker.
Our crew. You should see how emotionally involved Parker is. It's really touching.
He loves the show, and you can see it in the post production.
You can't.
Like when he responds to emails, like, yeah, it's fine. Like you just feel the enthusiasm.
Yeah, he's super
It
into
makes
it.
it makes a huge difference.
So on behalf of Stephen J. Skelton and Ton Robert Anderson, or Ton Slingdog,
Ton Slingdog on Twitter.
my name is Stephen Falk. And until next week, the concession stand has been closed due to health code violations.